it is not stable.
Why is that?
Each layer is oriented the same way, resulting in narrow columns of cartons. The surrounding boxes don't support the columns, and it relies on stretch wrap to hold the cartons together as an integrated unit.
So how would we go about changing that?
An easy change is rotating the layers. Here we have some interlocking cartons supporting each other. Now there are 4 wider columns instead of 8, and the wider base adds stability.
That seems easy enough. Are there any other concerns?
Another problem is the pattern doesn't fit the skid. If this pallet is strapped and wrapped, it creates a gap where the cartons aren't supported.
Why is that a problem?
The cartons that aren't touching the wrap can shift during transit since they rely on their own weight to prevent shifting. When they shift, the weight's no longer evenly distributed. The cartons can crush, causing tipping, and it eventually damages the product.
Wow, that gap sure seems to be a source of a lot of problems. How can we solve this issue?
We could specify a custom skid that fits the pattern, or modify the pattern to fill the skid.
Custom pallets can be expensive. Tell me how to modify the pattern.
For this example, we can add a row of cartons supported between the 4 wide columns. This pattern increases the product to volume ratio by holding more product, which, by the way, this ratio is critical for minimizing shipping costs.
How does this increase product stability?
By adding the extra cartons, we move them closer to the edge of the skid, eliminating that gap. Now the banding and wrap are tight to the cartons, eliminating shifting. This results in the skid, cartons, banding, and stretch wrap acting as one integrated unit.
I've heard you mention integrated unit more than once. What is so awesome about
Of the cartons below it, maximizing the transfer of motion from the skids to the top layers. Banding and wrapping effectively maintain stability because the cartons are out to the edge of the skid.
How can our customers best plan stacking patterns for product protection?
You need to determine patterns for every carton size to maximize interlocking cartons and skid usage while minimizing labor and material costs. Some cartons allow for a station efficiency.
Thanks, Ed. I couldn't agree more. Planning ahead is a critical component, and pallet configuration is one small consideration when creating packaging systems. Fortunately,
data analytics part. Because the information that we collect on our flying robots is so accurate, but also so rich, we need to have very powerful mechanisms to extract all of the information from them very easily without having to explicitly program or tell the machine what to do.
That's where the key technology of NVIDIA comes in, because with the CUDA-enabled processors, it becomes very easy to perform the training phase as well as the testing phase of these deep graphs, which are the convolutional neural.
NVIDIA has been an incredible partner to work with. With TX1, we were able to basically accomplish the dream of every developer: make the platform smaller, make the platform lighter, and make the platform more powerful. Our vision as IFM is to automate data capture. Really, that means build systems that can understand space and capture all that information about indoor spaces that is available today. The barrier between what's physical and what's virtual is going to move, and everything is going to get merged. We have AR, VR today, and it's going to become a much bigger part of our lives in the future.